Right, here's some latter-day news for you. This man talks so much waffle so often that you may have missed the important details. But during this press conference, Mr. Trump pointed out, quote, "There is a medicine that can bring people back to life when they have been deceased," unquote. Imagine that just casually being dropped in a conversation. You find it hard to believe? Here's the speech to prove it.
Many years, we know the drug works because we've taken people that were dead. We had a person given the last rites, God. The kids are crying and started them on this drug, and the person became better. It works, and some don't work. But you learn really fast. It's called the ultimate test, I think.
Okay, so there's a real Antichrist spirit in the air, isn't there? And that brings me to my next point, which is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9, which you can find in the New Testament. "The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with the work of Satan, displayed in all counterfeit, lying, signs, and wonders." The ducks are certainly all lining up in a row. And that brings me to my next point. Do you all remember this image? It was posted on Truth Social, and we all thought it was a certain somebody because we know that this certain somebody, aka Jesus, is the only one who can perform healing signs and wonders. We know he is the one true miracle worker. However, there's something a little bit off about this photo, because if you look behind him, you can see 3 horns. Looks very much to me like the spirit of the little horn. And as you can see in the image, Trump is depicted leaning over a patient with healing powers. However, can you see the other hand? There's like a little sun. Why would that be? Trump said he was being a doctor. Imagine that. Not mocking that he is the light of the world. No. You see, when you go to Trump Tower, there's a lot of statues and paintings of a god called Apollyon the Great, who is a sun god. This character in this painting, well, it couldn't be Jesus because Jesus wears a blue sash, right? But when you look at Apollo, he has on red and white garments. And there's someone else that promotes false religion that wears these colours, red and white. I'll talk about that another day. That's too long to fit into this video. However, when you see these garments, know that it is not Jesus. According to scripture, Apollo is the destroyer that leads the locusts out of the bottomless pit. In different countries around the world, MAGA, before it meant Make America Great Again, actually is the female origin for sorcery, sorceress, magic. See, not everything's as it seems. That's what's next, guys. Lying, signs, and wonders. Even got a counterfeit church making you believe the doctrines of demons. And then we got Mr. Musk in the mix, and Mr. Musk is saying that he's got this brain chip that soon is going to come out, and it's got Jesus-like miracles and healing powers. Man playing God, man counterfeiting God, man trying to be God. So what time is it? Please wake up. If you don't know Jesus, seek his face. Accept him as the way, the truth, and the life, and you shall be saved. It is nothing of yourself. It is all about what he done on the cross. Understand that he's coming for his remnant. There's going to be a time in this earth where man will seek death and not be able to find it. It's going to be that dark without the light. We come back with him at the end of the age, an army before he begins the new heaven and the new earth. Time's ticking. Preach loudly, preach boldly. The scripture is speaking to us every day. Time is speeding up. I'm just at a point now where I don't know how people are even doing it without Jesus. You have eyes to see, see. If you have ears to hear, hear. Don't sleep. Don't be deceived and left behind. Jesus is coming for those who are waiting. Those who don't sell out. Those who are awake. If you're new age and you're spiritualizing Christ with all this going on in front of your eyes, you are still asleep. Satan owns the fence. He doesn't just own one side, he also owns the fence. You need to get over that fence and get into the shepherd's barn. You need to get on Jesus' side of that fence. Ultimately, all the spiritual warfare is real. Spirituality is very, very real. But when Jesus says he is coming back in physical form, he is coming back. And you are watching prophecy unfold right now. Do not spiritualize him. This is not a time to be misled. This is not a time to dwell in sin. This is a time to focus on Jesus and look up and wait for him, because he's coming very, very soon. You can see a spirit of the Antichrist counterfeiting everything Jesus does, now even resurrection and the miracles, etc. You know it's nearly time. All this watching and waiting is exhausting. I am so glad that it is nearly home time. God bless everybody.